Hey everybody, it's Stuart, and you can probably hear my cat meowing in the background. Don't worry, she's all fed and everything. She's just I don't know. She's just meowing. I think it's because I'm taking care. It's just me this weekend, and she probably wants to be petted or something. But yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd explain. Hold on, microphone was not in a good position. Hopefully this is a little better. Anyway, behold the new base. So if you hear meowing, my cat's just like, she's sad. I pet her a little bit already. It's just, I don't know. She likes, like, I'm allergic to her, so I can't really, like, cuddle with her for a long time, because obviously it triggers my allergies. It's a mild thing, but I'll get hives and have trouble breathing and stuff, but it's not so bad that I can't live in the same house as a cat. But, so like, like, I'm nice to her, but I can't at the same time, like, cuddle with her at night or anything. And she's used to sleeping in my parents' bed, and they're not here, and she's upset. So, behold the new base. I know it's not all that impressive, honestly, but I like this layout a little bit better. There's rooms I can expand into. I'm trying to get like an observatory where I'm wiggling the mouse cursor. And all that. But yeah, I did a lot of grinding off camera, gathering a whole bunch of resources so I could build this thing. So let me show it off real quick. And then we have to do a little bit more grinding even. Oh cool, I'm getting... My inventory is full. Oh, well... It's probably a good thing I checked then, because I was about to go on a little gathering. I'm sorry, I need another locker, if I'm being realistic. Where can I put it? Anyway, this is the base. I'm breeding up some Arctic peepers because they are a pretty good food source. They should breed if I leave them in that aquarium long enough. I put this down because this is where I want it. But I don't have all the resources yet. Same deal with the observatory. You need like some enabled glass. I haven't found any diamonds. I need to go deeper basically. I also put in a bed. The reason why is we are powered, basically we are solar powered, right? If you look out there, you see the little solar panels. Which means at night, I can sleep and pass the night, which is a good thing. And then this is just room to expand. And a little poster wall, because why not? Let's go ahead and put that locker up. By the way, the mineral scanner, I'm kind of disappointed with it. It's like, it works like a dowsing rod. Oh, other stuff I grounded out. Like, I got the mobile vehicle bay. I also have all the ingredients for a sea truck, because we are going deeper. I need silver, though, to get that wiring kit, so that I can get the rebreather, because we need that as well, before we can go, like, really deep and stuff. So, that's kind of like, my first little mission today. One sec, sorry. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I need to like look up. So I got the advanced wiring kit, but that's for the sea truck. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and build the sea truck because that'll clear up some of this inventory. I wanted my build tool, didn't I? Or habitat builder. They changed the name of it between series, but I'm getting a little better with the controls. I'm starting to remember how everything works. So I think we could use another large locker. I want it... What? Oh, shoot. Deconstruct, please. I didn't mean to hit the actual button. Right-click. Large locker. I wonder if I can fit two. And I don't want that. I want to, like, not, like... I want it perfectly aligned. That looks perfect. I do wish that snapping was a thing in Subnautica. I know it's like weird to be so obsessed with it, but I think snapping is. I love building games where like everything can be orderly and organized and nice, and it's hard to do that. Oh, I needed some of these. I needed the glass. Right. What else I need? The lead. 3 lead. There we go. Okay, so keep that on me. Everything else looks okay. Going to eat some of this fruit before I head out. Yeah, I got the little fruit plants, the shrub nuts coming in. They look like alien avocados. So I don't need to, you don't need to really be intense about farming in Subnautica. And look at this. This also, the cool thing is this also heals your health by like +10. It's some kind of superfood. Oh, I'm running out of good water too. Can I get the little one in the back there? Much on that for the water. I'll probably move these so they're easier to like actually reach. But I guess one last thing is this. Hit R. Yeah, get me out of this. I need to get a battery out of here. It's weird it says unequip and not like remove or something, but that's fine. I'll need to build more batteries in the nearish future, but for now. Okay, so like I was saying, like the mineral scanner I gotta get faster at this, because sometimes you have to change it while you're running from some critter. And so like, it's just like me remembering the controls, you know, it's nighttime. So let's make use of our bed, shall we? Sleep until, oh, that's so comfortable. It'd be nice if I had a window up there. I could glance at the stars, but anyway, this should skip the night. Big stretch, and away we go. So we need some silver and all that stuff. But first, what I want to do, let's see, just bind it to where I'm actually thinking, well, I'm very close to the point where I won't need the little, like, gas bag thing. So this is kind of cool animation, that's why I waited to show you all it. Click. There it goes. Kind of floats more than I'd like, but anyway, you climb up. And use vehicle bay. So, vehicles? Sea truck. Here we go, our first submarine. We be trucking. It's kind of fun, like little flying drone nanite constructor things. This is actually what they're working on. They're using, I mean, it's not like nanites, but they're developing like drone construction where the drones like squirt cement to build a structure, which is kind of awesome. And this is our first, now, enter sea truck. You enter from the top with the sea truck, whereas the original submarine, you entered from, you could just walk up to the front of it. That's fine. So we need silver. And the nice thing about this is, yeah, you can jump in and it gives you, oh, let me get my bearings here, because silver's going to be in the deep water, kind of this direction. Yeah. Because we jumped in, we were a little bit further. Oh, sorry, fish. Also, I should probably collect more fish. I don't have much, like, actual food. But, man, I've always wanted to, like, pilot a submarine. I think this would be just awesome. But I can pretend in Subnautica. Whoa! But yeah, we're hunting for silver, so we need to get Argentite or whatever is a little bit deeper. I also want to advance the story, so maybe since we're here,
warning, maximum depth
we don't want to be in crushed depth, so I guess this is where we stop. And how do you exit this thing? That's toggling light. Is it just not? Is it tab? No, that's inventory. How do I exit? Q, E.
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Let's see if we can scan this thing. No. But this is like the next part, basically. You follow the little blinky lights, and they will lead you to glory. So maybe we go ahead and do that. Yeah. See, there's down this cave. If you had played the first game, you would understand that, oh, this weird, like, all the weird kind of, oh, why am I not, I'm swinging super slow, but, like, all this kind of, like, microchip-looking stuff, or I guess it's based on bismuth crystals. That's a hard word to pronounce when you have a little bit of a lisp. Bismuth. Booth, or whatever. It's a type of metal, but its crystal looks kind of just like this. Are these tree trays?
Warning, Passing 200
I guess I'll
meters.
collect some creature
Oxygen
eggs. Sure,
efficiency
who knows
greatly
what it could be.
decreased.
Those kind of look like they could be the shark eggs, which is a little bit scary. I don't know if I want sharks in my tank, but we'll find out. Keep an eye out for like scannels, and ooh, here we go, mysterious alien ruins. More creature egg here. Cool. Let's go ahead and check this out, huh?
Sanctuary power critical.
Hello? Is someone there?
In a manner of speaking, we're running out of time.
Hello? Mechanical tarantula guy? Alien robot. Did I unequip my build tool? Maybe I can put the flashlight in instead while we're exploring. Seems friendly enough. So, somebody's running out of time. Interesting. I'm not going to give too much away. Ooh, is this Argentite? No, I wish it was. Man, I need silver so bad for that rebreather. What the rebreather does is it doesn't
What
add
is all
extra...
this?
Okay.
Seeking emergency storage medium.
I can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
Storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
Storage medium identified. We will be lost unless we find a new host. Can you help?
Can you use my PDA for storage?
You are not with the group from before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal.
Altera? No, my equipment is, borrowed.
It will have to do.
Okay. So, yeah, they're not called artificers. They're called architects. Which, you know, that's fine. Just checking to see if there's any, like, good, goodies around. I don't think there is. I think they're just kind of... This is more a story advancement thing. So, all this little bioluminescent stuff, keeping this cave lit up. That's nice. It's one thing, though, I wish that Subnautica was a little better at, is representing the benthic and the abyssal zones of the ocean. Like, when you get deep enough, it's pitch black. And there's always some glowy thing in Subnautica lighting up the environment. I kind of wish that pitch black thing, like, I kind of want, like, a section that is pitch black and you have to use flashlights to get through. That'd be kind of cool, but there's always something. There's, like, a lava tube, or there's... Okay, these little guys are, you know, skittering about. They seem friendly enough, though. They don't seem harmful. Okay. What is this? Ooh. It's almost like they want me to pick it up. Well, don't mind if I do. Ion cubes. Ooh. Ion cube. Definitely worth taking those. So ion cubes are basically ultra capacitors. Which is something that, like, if we ever invent one, like, it would kind of change the
How
world.
long have you been stored here?
Longer than that. Warning. Sanctuary power critical. Our data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete.
Yes, okay. Hurry.
Wow. I guess we got here just in time. Although, I'm not going to say anything. But I will say something after the sequence. Okay. Insert a storage medium.
Storage medium accepted. Brace for transfer.
Brace? What's happening?
Transfer. Transfer
so cool.
complete. How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my head?
The facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You are heart in my head? I offered you my PDA. Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
My mind is not a component.
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me.
Yep.
Hello? This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
So, apparently, before the writer, I'm not going to say he walked away, but, I don't know why the original writer left. But so the guy who wrote the original Subnautica, he started writing this story as well. And then he ended up leaving the company and they turned it over to another writer. And I've watched videos of when it was in alpha and they still had the original writing. And I honestly think that this scene was handled a little bit better. Basically, in the original, right, the alien, you still get tricked, by the way. Oh, the thing I wanted to mention, like when we were walking in, they're like, oh, we have no time left, blah, blah, blah. Never trust a negotiation when they give you a time limit. Never, ever trust a negotiation when they're like, if we don't do this today, it's not going to happen. Because they're trying to manipulate you. They're trying to trick you into taking the deal before you have time to think about it. And if you don't have time to think about it, like maybe there's something wrong with it. And they don't want you to realize that there's an issue with the deal. So, and they do that like, if you go into a dealership, for example, to buy a car, there's always oh, well, we have to kind of close this today, and like, they always do that nonsense. And I started telling them, like, look, I don't, if you keep telling me there's some time limit to this, then you're giving me a bad vibe. And they'll say, like, oh, this guy understands, the game. He understands that you don't rush into a negotiation, you take your time with it. And then after that, like, yeah, they'll take a lot longer, but you'll probably get a much better deal. Because they'll realize, well, okay, this guy is a little bit savvy. They still screw you at dealerships, don't get me wrong. Like, the whole point of a dealership is to run away with your money. So it's almost always better to try to buy the car
Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
via other means. So that's just like buying it directly off. Like if you're buying a used car, buy it directly from the person selling you the used car instead of buying it from a dealership. You'll get much better deals that way. Or if you happen to like know somebody in the industry. Alright, let's be careful here because it is like we're in a dark, spooky cave. I can see us getting lost down here. Still limestone. Man, they are so stingy on the actual Argentite. Where's my sea truck? Over there, okay. I do love the HUD. Oh, by the way, I have yet to... Oh, is this... I must have explored this when I was, like, gathering resources for the base. Yeah, I really, really want Argentite. I need a little bit more silver. Oh, I just realized it's kind of funny in a way. Ooh, missed this one. We'll have to listen to all these, like, sea truck stuff. I'll probably do, like, a little bit. I'm not sure I need quartz, actually. I probably shouldn't be filling my inventory with it. Oh, we're getting deeper. It does get darker when you get deeper, but like I said, there's always some glowy light thing. I guess that's a game design decision, because you want people to see the environments that you're building, but I would really like... Ooh, gel sack. That's a good find. Okay, oxygen is getting to be an issue, though, so we're going to need to get back to that sea truck. Or at least go up. Something big down here.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay, we got oxygen plants. Getting a little worried. We got kind of far away from the sea truck. We need to upgrade that because it cannot go all that deep. At all. It's kind of embarrassing, actually.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I hear ya, I hear ya. Get in the actual truck. Okay. he to answer? Sure.
We understand this arrangement is undesirable to you.
You're not real. Go away.
To go, we require a suitable body for transfer.
Why do you keep saying we? How many of you are there?
One of us and all of us. We do not think of ourselves as individual, distinct.
Why don't you start by telling me who you are?
You may append your seed code to my species designation. Please call me Al.
My whole life I've been dying to meet a sapient spacefaring alien up close, and you're telling me your name is Alan?
Is it insufficient?
No, it's fine. It's perfect. Where are you from, Alan?
Your kind calls us architects.
The precursor race. But what are you doing here?
That is a long story. Perhaps you would prefer to focus on the construction of a new storage medium to which I may transfer.
Yes. Fine, absolutely. How do we get you out of my head?
I have added the information to your data bank. You will need to find the necessary components.
Any idea where I can find them?
It is unclear. I have been disconnected from my network for so long I cannot locate the coordinates.
Okay. Well then, I want to grab some of these fish because we need water and food. I'm still not seeing any. Oh, lots of water. That's good. And food. Delicious. Come back here. No escapes. Where'd he go? He escaped. Yeah, we'll probably have to go back to our base fairly soon. Oh god. No Argentite though. I'm having the hardest time finding it. I think it's rare. Anyway, ooh, salt we probably do want. I think it's pretty rare anyway, but I don't know. Oh, bladderfish, get back here. God, they're fast. There, gotcha. But yeah, I was talking about like how you negotiate with car dealerships. Like go in with a price in mind and just really don't budge. This is Argentine. Galena, I do need lead too. I don't really need is titanium at this point. I have a lot of it. Silver? No. Silver. I'm gonna get some lead. That's good. I need. How much silver do I need? I think I need a lot, actually. I think I need like 4 pieces. Silver, good. Okay, so the silver's by the smoking vents. Is my inventory full? Nope, I'm just missing it. Yeah, these smokers seems to be.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Getting pretty far away from our sea moth as well. I keep calling it the sea moth. It's not. Sea truck. Sea moth sounds way cooler than sea truck, by the way. Way cooler. So, yeah, sea truck. So the whole idea about this is a game design decision, and I think this dates back to when it was supposed to be an expansion series. Basically, what the sea truck is, it's modular, and so, oops, did I seriously already just smash my? I did. I smashed it up. Oops. Well, we can use a repair tool to fix that up. Keep an eye out for. Okay, there's a lot of goodies here. I guess I'll hit and go. Something's angry at me. Lithium I do want. Come on, there's my silver, but what a drop. I guess I can just eat some of these. Oh, that killed my water though. Oops. Okay, just get the silver. We might have to call that and come back here because I'm now really low on. Yeah, let's get back to the base, make this water, drink all this water, and then head back to the smokers. I do need to get more beacons. I mean, there's always more stuff you need, right? Because having like a beacon so I could find this place easier. Because like that's been a big problem. I've been like, it took me an hour to gather like up all the materials for the sea truck. just because I kept like swimming in the same area over and over again, which is kind of sad because I've done underwater surveys in real life, and look how close we are. It's right here. The thing is, though, like whenever we do underwater surveys, we would actually have like lines of string that we put down, and the first game had that. Like you could put a guideline. It was like a little thing that you could. It was a tool you could make, but they removed it
Welcome aboard, Captain.
since that time. See, open locker. Oh right, I need fabricator. Let's make. Oh, I got more materials. Aerogel. Ah, because I found a gel sack, so that unlocked the recipe. Cool, I can get the wiring kit, which probably means I can actually. Well, let's get our sustenance and drink it first. I'm gonna have sustenance in real life too, with a nice sip of coffee. And I'll definitely have to reorganize things a bit. Let's see, cured Arctic Keeper. That might be the last bit of salt that I had, so I'm just gonna like cook these and eat them. Okay. Where's the cooked stuff? Cured, cooked, consumed. So cured never goes bad. That's kind of like the nice thing about it. Eat that and drink like all the water because we were getting pretty low. The ion cubes, see, this is what's cool about the ion cubes. They are basically infinite batteries. Right, I was talking about what ultra capacitors. Why are they so cool? Well, if we can ever manage to make them, it would be a way to store like basically. So batteries rely on like chemical stuff, right? Oh, I need. What else do I need? Yeah, this way. Let's get the rebreather built. So I need silicone and fiber mesh. Beautiful. We now have a rebreather. That's okay. There's like two things I want to talk about science-wise. So first, like the way they represent.
The rebreather facilitates extensive free diving
Rebreathers and
by
stuff.
recycling air more efficiently at significant depths.
Yeah, so it's funny, like the rebreather is the way they represent it. Unpin the recipe, and I can also unpin the sea moth recipe while we're thinking about it. The way they represent the rebreather is actually pretty accurate. What a rebreather is it filters out the CO2 that you are breathing out. I'm just gonna eat shrub nut. Delicious. Oh, I should put these eggs in storage too because they take up so much room. I guarantee those are the shark eggs. But we're gonna have like a little zoo. We'll have like all the different animals and stuff. I probably shouldn't keep eating them. Let's let some grow. Oh, the gel sack. I don't have an external farm yet. Can I put them in an aquarium? I don't think so. Okay. Also, they're not breeding. I'm wondering if, like, maybe they don't breed in aquariums. Maybe it's just a way to hold stuff. Eventually, we'll want to grow, like, a whole bunch of gel sacks. So, okay, we got a little bit of food. We got a little bit of everything else. I'm not sure what our next step is. We did put in a rebreather. So yeah, like the rebreathers, they basically work like the CO2 scrubbers on the space station. Very similar concept. Basically, they remove the CO2 gas that you're exhaling and convert it back into oxygen. So they do let you stay underwater for quite a significant amount of time. Oh, so pilot was over there. Okay. And just checking our time. Oh, we got plenty of time. We got like another 30 minutes. We're going to try to do hour-long episodes. So, I wanted the compass. And I need a little bit more silver for that. So let's go ahead and scrounge some up. If we go to blueprints. Now the thermoblade, right? I need the mod station. Let's look at what the mod station needs. I kind of want to pin this too because we might. Nah, we're not going to use bioreactors. We have solar, they'll work for now. So the mod station, I need lead, I need diamond. That's the main thing. So diamond. I also need architect organ, skeleton, and tissue. Interesting. Let's see. Where are you? Scanner. We do want to get a scanner room too. They're more helpful, I think, than the mineral scanner. Handheld thing. Honestly, the mineral detector, this thing's useless. Like, you basically just kind of like point it, and it'll. So you set it to a thing you're looking for, and then like a little light will turn green when you're pointing it somewhere, but you can't use it alongside the sea glide. So forget nuts to that. You know, it's just like, why would I ever want that? Okay, so modification station we can almost get. We need diamonds, so we'll keep an eye out for those. I also wanted that compass, which is somewhere. Non-vehicle upgrades. It wouldn't be under miscellaneous. Where is it? Compass. We probably want this too, but enabled glass and synthetic fibers and all that takes resources we haven't found yet. First aid kit, thermos. Where on Earth? Okay, I don't see the compass anywhere. Oh, here, geez. So I need copper. Okay, just a wiring kit, which means I need silver. Okay, so I think we can do this. We need to find 2 silver. I will grab this lithium, because we do need that for some upcoming recipes. Fun. I think I've already mentioned this before, but kind of a fun fact. Lithium's probably going to be the most valuable commodity for like the next like million years. Unless like there are some galena can have lead, which I don't mind because we need it for like building deep water bases. I believe it helps reinforce things. E. I'm getting used to these controls, like E to exit. Architect silver, yes. It's more lithium. More lithium. I think I do need a little copper, so gotcha. Keeps giving me titanium, which I mean I don't hate, but I don't especially need right now. I will in the future though. Okay, we somehow have gone back in the shallows, so copper, thank you. So let's get back into our sea. But yeah, oh right, I was mentioning, so it's modular, right? The sea truck, you can somehow I missed a whole bunch over here. Okay. All this titanium. We'll have to get storage module on the sea truck as well. I haven't found the recipe for it yet, though. That way we can like just carry a lot more. But yeah, it's a gameplay decision, right? They decided, well, we'll make the sea truck function basically like a combination of the last 2 vehicles, the Sea Moth and the Cyclops, which is neat in some ways, but I don't know. I always felt that the Sea Moth like handled better than the Sea Truck. And it glided nicer, you know. The other issue I have with it is the Cyclops is just so cool. It's like a mobile base, basically, and like you have your own little reactor and stuff on it, whereas the Sea Truck you can't. And I don't think you can build... I know you can't build the Sea Moth. I'm pretty sure you can't build the Cyclops either, which kind of makes me sad. Like, the reason I keep hopping in and out is just to reset my oxygen and stuff. Okay, rock punchers are... I think they're just territorial. I don't think they will hunt you actively. Come on, silver, baby. Thank you. Need a lot of silver. All this titanium. We'll just keep going until we, like, run out of room in our... Can I scan these? Yeah. Pretty sure I scanned you as well, but... they're kind of derpy. Oops, he got me, though. He still got me. Wow, he actually did a lot of damage to me, too. Okay, I don't really want to die to them, so I gotta pay attention to that, I guess. Okay, there we go. Lots and lots of silver. Let's get back to the sea moth and get away from all these dangerous predators. I don't think there's anything else I particularly need to scan. Have I scanned these? Are they scannable? I don't think they are. Okay, I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Space crocodile. Okay, inventory full. Perfect. So that's kind of my plan though. Is we're gonna do every episode we'll get a little bit of story going on and a little bit of just kind of gathering, like talking about the technology in Subnautica and all that kind of stuff. Still haven't found that diamond for the modification station, but I think I have what I need for the compass, so we'll get that. The compass is just kind of nice for orientation. So, and I probably should have gotten ages ago. I think episode 1, I'm like, yeah, we definitely need to pick up the compass straight away. So, and we never did. We never did, but that's fine. It happens. Okay, and let's start with sustenance. Yeah, I'll get more water. And let's see, personal equipment. I need wire and a wiring kit. So, wiring kit. Okay, copper wire. And now I can finally get the compass. So it's just for orientation. Like, so you can see what if you're heading northeast, whatever. It's a very minor upgrade, but I feel like it helps me immensely for navigating around. Let's see, do I want another wiring kit for any reason? No, I do need a microchip though, so maybe we make one of those. I'm gonna craft some titanium ingot. We will need it for the future, and I feel like my inventory is getting a little bit filled up with titanium, so it doesn't hurt to get some. We'll need plasteel as well, so we might as well. Although realistically, I feel like the way they represent plasteel, so the whole idea behind plasteel, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we'll leave a little bit more for building some different things. In science fiction, plasteel it's supposed to be an alloy of plastic and metal, right? That's how it's always been described, but that's just a lithium iron alloy, which I'm pretty sure we can make already. I'm pretty sure it even has like, I don't think we need silver ore for anything else, so let's just make another wiring kit. I always need more wiring kits. Oh, we got a lot, okay. Hopefully that's not a mistake. Hopefully it won't be like, oh, you need silver ore to build this other thing. But now that I know where to get the silver, you don't need air pumps, they're useless. Don't need lockers, they're pointless. Sea truck upgrade, depth upgrade. So we need diamonds now for the depth upgrade. And I feel like the diamonds are going to be kind of near. Alright, we'll put these finished products in here. Oops, I need my knife though. Thank you very much. As well as like all the random little bits and bops. Cool. And now we can eat some of these delicious, delicious shrub nuts that just look so juicy and tender. And the nice thing is I'll actually heal the damage we took from that critter. Water is always an issue in Subnautica. I feel like it's a little unrealistic. Like, they're trying to get you to drink all eight glasses of water a day. I really need these shrub nuts to be in a better position. It's hard to reach underneath from this angle. That's fine though, we'll figure it out. Obviously this is just kind of like our starter base, so get batteries as well. Not locker, battery charger. Okay, let's see, how many do I need? Looks like just the one. I'll carry 2 with me because the Sea Glide just consumes so many batteries. 2 R, swap, click. Okay. I gotta get fast at that, because very often you'll get surprised and have to run away, and then you run out of batteries, and you're like, oh god, now it's really bad. Okay, so diamonds. We need diamonds. One thing that's a little unrealistic about, like, assuming that you have nanotechnology, carbon should be very easy to get, which means diamonds should be very easy to get. They don't really represent, really represent nanotechnology that well in Subnautica. That's probably like my one major gripe about like how they treat the technology. Oh, I should get some more beacons as well. Oh, let's just go somewhere. Let's go check out this pilot thing. Actually, wait. Okay, we only got like a few more minutes till our hour's up. Instead of going to check out the pilot thing, I'm gonna sit in my base and we'll listen to a couple of the vlogs, because I think we need to, in order to potentially, beacon manager is not voice log data bank. So let's see, alien robot. This device of alien origin, although its design is relatively simple. Purpose, its low threat level is at odds with the advanced technology apparently available to its designers, suggesting it was intended more to patrol alien facilities and repair damaged infrastructure than to deter invaders. Despite its simple design, this construction is quite elegant in its minimalism. And that's a true thing, by the way, in aesthetics. Minimalism can really pay off if done right. 4 electromagnetic legs allowed to traverse floors, walls, and ceilings with a reasonable speed appear to be replaceable. Internally, there are a few moving parts, rendering this construct energy efficient and resistant to wear over time. A rechargeable ion-based power reserve ensures it continues to operate. But yeah, ultra capacitors, I keep talking about them and then forgetting to finish what I was saying about them. But the ultra capacitors, the idea is, so a capacitor stores a charge. It has a voltage and just stores it. They're used all the time in electronics. They're superior to batteries in a way, because in batteries, in order to generate charge, basically you're doing like a chemical a chemical reaction. And once that reaction has fully processed, there's no more potential stored in the system. Whereas capacitors, they store potential and they just hold it as charge. And so an ultra capacitor, the idea is like you could fill an ultra capacitor with, you know, tens of thousands, maybe even more volts of charge, and just like put as much energy into the storage as you want. And they're working on, like, they think that they might be able to achieve it with some of the new actual nanotechnology that we're developing, stuff like graphene, which is it's a carbon allotrope, which basically means, you take diamond and you slice it, graphite, you slice it so that it is one atom thick, and these little ribbons of graphene are very good at storing charges, because the carbon atoms, they can store charge as a attractive force between the atoms. And so, like, if we get better at mass-producing graphene, we can probably come up with a really good ultra-capacitor system that uses relatively inexpensive materials. Carbon is everywhere in the universe. So that's kind of exciting, and I hope it does happen someday. That's how you get stuff like portable energy weapons that you can hold in your hand. They would have to use something like a ultra capacitor to store the energy for like laser weapons and plasma rifles and stuff, and ion cannons and those kind of things. Plus, they'd be so lightweight and superior to batteries in a lot of ways that you'd probably be able to have an ultra capacitor in your phone, charge it one time. Like, basically, they would sell your phone pre-charged, and you would never have to charge it, because it would just store the energy that your phone would need. And they're working on, like, another thing is they're working on making electronics more efficient. So, like, your phone, the dream really would be it recharges like how watches can currently recharge, just from piezoelectric energy generated by you walking around with it. Like, and that kind of stuff would be really cool, I think. Like, basically, you would have a phone, never have to charge it. It would just recharge from you walking around with it. And they're working on it. They really are. Like, and I think that we're going to see those kind of breakthroughs fairly soon, like within a decade. And at that point, you know, it's like, it's one way to like help the environment in a way too, because obviously, like, if we can make it without using lithium, like, that'd be really nice. Because lithium is super rare and it's very destructive to remove from the, like, mine it. So if we can avoid, like, if we use carbon instead of lithium for our electronics, that's great, because carbon's just everywhere. You know, it's literally everywhere. It's one of the most common elements in the universe. And I don't know, like, I get excited about these kind of like science things, but let's see, let's read about containment cube. While advanced human civilization has attempted for centuries to develop successful whole brain emulation techniques, it appears that the architect race has built a platform for accomplishing this holy grail of life extension technology. Okay. Physically, the containment cube appears to be comprised of a redundant array of quantum holographic storage layers supporting a hyperdense capacity of 35 bits per electron. Wow. So that would be like... So basically, this is computronium. Computronium is a hypothetical arrangement of atoms that is the most efficient computer possible, which would be 35 bits per electron, because there are 35 different arrangements of spin for electrons. So computronium, basically, like, every single atom in computronium is a computer. So, like, yeah, that's like, it would be the most efficient computer physically possible in the universe. So that's really kind of a cool little... people doing the research on this did a pretty good job in some ways. The one, I have some gripes. The other is they don't represent nitrogen narcosis at all. What is nitrogen narcosis? Well, it's when you're scuba diving below a certain depth. It's like right around 100 feet, or I think that's like 60 to 80 meters. I don't know. Anyway, like, it's some number like that. I should know it off the top of my head because I scuba dive, but I don't remember. It's a little bit below 100 feet, though. At that depth, the pressure of the water makes nitrogen bubble out. So nitrogen gas is just dissolved in your blood, right? Like most of our atmosphere is nitrogen gas. We breathe it in. It doesn't really react much with the body. And so, like, it's a harmless inert gas, normally. But when you get a certain atmosphere in pressure, the nitrogen starts to it stops being dissolved. It bubbles out and forms little bubbles of nitrogen in your blood. And for some reason, we don't really know the mechanism behind it even, but having free bubbles of nitrogen in your bloodstream makes you feel drunk. It affects your brain, and it's called nitrogen narcosis because it's almost like you're under the effect of a narcotic. And we don't fully understand the mechanism. It has to do with somehow the nitrogen gases are affecting your synapses. But they're looking into it still. It's one of those mysteries that's tough to study because you don't really want to intentionally put people under nitrogen narcosis effects for a long period. And like, it's very hard to get someone with nitrogen narcosis poisoning. Well, it's not poisoning, but feeling the effects of it into an MRI to do like brain studies, because you would have to be like have the MRI underwater, and that's no good. But we'll probably eventually solve the mystery, but it has to do with it's interacting with the synapses on some level. And it's actually a big danger. Like, if you go too deep and the nitrogen starts to build up too much, divers they feel elated, they feel high, and they're not paying attention, and they start to swim down, and they can give you vertigo. And a lot of newbie divers, like, you need instructors following you, because if you feel nitrogen narcosis effects too much, you might just keep swimming downward until you get too deep and die. Like, it happens. Like, wall diving, for example, is... I wouldn't recommend it for a newbie. So wall diving is when it's a wall of coral on the edge of a deeper ocean layer. So like at the edge of coral atolls, that kind of thing. And it's very easy for newbie divers to dive too deep on a wall dive because they're pretty disorientating, right? There's a wall of coral and you can't see the bottom because the bottom is like 200, 300, 400 feet down. And so like newbie divers, they'll start to feel nitronarcosis, get confused what direction's up, and just keep swimming down, and then they get too deep and don't have enough air to get back up. It's pretty scary. So like wall diving, if you're gonna do it, like don't have it be your first dive. Like have gone on a bunch of different dives beforehand, and make sure if it's like your first few times that you've got an instructor watching you that can tell you if you're doing anything weird with nitronarcosis. And they don't represent that in Subnautica. Like you can't get the bends by like going up too fast. The bends is when like those nitrogen bubbles expand and blow up your blood vessels. Like if you're under pressure and then you try to get to the surface too fast, it basically means like when a bubble's under pressure, right? It's small, but the bubble gets bigger the less pressure it has. So the bends is like you have all these little nitrogen bubbles in your bloodstream, and instead of giving them time to dissolve back into the blood, you go straight to the surface from depth, and they expand. And a bubble expanding in your blood vessels means the blood vessels burst. It can give you aneurysms, all this stuff. It's like, and they don't represent that. Instead, they have this little like emergency air bladder thing that shoots you to the surface straight away, which don't do that. That's very dangerous. The other thing you can actually do is if you're holding your breath at depth and then you swim fast to the surface, your lungs can explode because they'll fill up with air. Like you have to breathe outward, and if you don't, you actually saw they did that on the Expanse series. Remember, I don't know if you've seen that or not, but if you have, there's a certain scene where someone needs to they don't have a spacesuit and they have to go out into the vacuum space, and when they do so, they have to make sure to breathe out while they're doing it so the lungs don't just immediately blow up like balloons and burst. Anyway, but yeah, you probably had time to read this little data bank, but they're basically saying that it's very impressive, their technology, right? The energy field that feeds the suspended AMA cube also serves to power the operating software, allowing the intelligence and storage to maintain consciousness throughout the storage period. Once the stored consciousness has been transferred out of the cube, the component parts will become inert. Without witnessing and carefully observing the backup process, it's difficult to ascertain how the transfer works and whether or not the process is truly lossless. Interesting. So if it's lossless, that's kind of scary. If your consciousness exists on a computer chip and you're transferring it, means you might lose some of your memories and stuff. That's not great. Anyway, though, we'll have to listen to more databank stuff later because we are running over our time. But you all get a chance to learn about some scuba diving and ultra capacitors and things like that. I feel like we got some science discussion this time around, so that's kind of fun.
The location of some important technology. I implore you to investigate.
Will this help us build you a body?
I do not know what we will find. I just know it is important.
All right, there we go. So on our next mission, we'll go to the artifacts and stuff. So he's been, I don't know how he's been scanning because he's in my brain and doesn't have any technological access, but somehow he's found something. There's probably some low-key quantum signals he's bouncing back and forth to wake up some of the older technologies. But let's we'll look into that next time, and this is kind of a good stopping point. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's been fun. I love this game. I really do. And like I said, apparently this one is just a little bit shorter than the original, but that's okay too. It's a fun little self-contained story and all that. Although I will say that I think that the original writer, I liked how he did it a little bit better. It was less happy-go-lucky and more the aliens don't like being inside of you either. It's kind of I guess we're stuck with each other situation. It was more interesting, I think. But nowadays it kind of feels in this version, it feels like the aliens have tricked you, they're manipulating you a bit, and they're not really offering you much, they're just giving you demands. Whereas the other case, it was the alien was oh God, I hate being a meat bag again. Can we please? And he was sarcastic and stuff. I don't know. They pushed it in a different direction, which maybe it'll turn out okay. I feel like there's some missed opportunities I'm seeing. Anyway, let's call it here, huh? Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and cheers. Stuart, out.